Well, back down, and as you can see, we've had a bit of rain and rivers come up. There's a little bit on shore over there. I might go over there afterwards. It all depends what I find over this side, which, to be honest, I don't think will be that much. But I brought some feed down for the quackers. They'll probably be down on what little bit of the stones exposed down there. So we'll go and have a look. Well, down here, can't see any of the quackers yet, but there's a few bits here. Just on a, oh, I never spotted that until I just got in then. That's got a bit of colour on. And that's just plain. A bit on both sides, is that? I'm picking it up, not noticed it. And I noticed something else here. That's a stone. Well, water edge here is shallow enough, but I can't see how to go back in it again, so I'll just go down there and see if any of the ducks come across from the other side, if there is any. Well, there looks to be something there with colour on. Faint, but it's there. Well, we'll see what that cleans up like. One tiny little bit there. And it's starting to rain a bit here now, so we might nearly call it a day. Well, there's a bit there. There's two little leaves on it. Right back bottom of steps. I'll probably just save that little bit. Well, only a few small little bits on here today. And no ducks, probably because it rained. I might just go and have a look up at that pile of stones over to the other side, just to do something. Well, they've been all going over at stones there today. I'll just see if there's anything on here. I'll bring you back if I do find out. Well, a few bits of plain, and that were it really. So I'll probably add this one to another video. Well, there are some ducks down here, but they're hiding where I can't get them. Oh well, I'll feed them next time. Well, not too many finds down there today. I didn't think I'd find even this amount, but even the ducks were hiding from the weather. Well, back down again, and we've had a bit of rain over the past 2 days. As you can see, it's come up. No stones on shore there. And there's a lot of water pushing against the bridge there. But we were going to come down yesterday when it would have been higher, but we had to go to the other end of this river. We had to go to Preston. Mary had to go hospital appointment there. So we'll go and see if the quackers are down there and see if there's any of them stones on shore. Well, it's up over the wall and up the, coming up the steps. And I don't think they'll be out on shore there, but you never know. Well, it's all underwater today. And there's no quackers over there neither. Oh, I can hear some somewhere. Yep, one coming down. Where's the rest of your friends? Well, I might try and see if you want to come up and get fed. We only one, Mary's not too bad with one flappy thing. More incoming now. They've seen the yellow bag. I wondered how long it'd take them.
Ladies.
Oh, even more.
It's the ladies. The gentleman there. It's in the room.
There's something making a noise over there. Well, Mary being very, very brave with all the flappy things around her. You don't mind a few like this, it's when they get 30 or 40 of them coming up. Oh, there's plenty of big conkers down here as well. Well, back down again. It's 2 days later, and even though we've had a bit of rain, it's uncovered them stones now and uncovered all the flattened reeds there, and across there you can see where it's been up to. So it's dropped a couple of feet, and we'll see if there's any stones down on the corner, which there should be, and hopefully it's washed some new stuff in or turned some new stuff over, but we'll see. Well, there's a lot more of the steps I'm sure than what there was 2 days ago. Like I say, the wall, and we have one flying there. Well, 2 days ago all this lot were underwater, and I can see a few bits in there, but it's just a bit deep for me wellies, I think. Maybe tomorrow. Well, there's a few bits there and I can get to them, but I bet they're playing when I turn them over. Well, there are a few bits. I just come down steps. I just saw one bit there, just picked it out. Oh, you know, a bit of colour. There's a few other bits here. Let's see if they've got colour on them. Yep, one of them deceptive stones showing an edge. I don't see them again. Right, where's them bits I just spotted before? Another one of them stones. Oh, and the base of a plain pot there. Oh, that water's still cold. Oh, bloody here. A bit of tile. Looks like it's got markings on. There it has. And that looks like willow. And there's always some willow. Yeah, just a plain bit. And another stone. Oh, that's got a bit on. That hasn't. Oh. Oh. That might clean up. Oh, there's one bit there with a stripe on, but that's going to get left, I think. Oh, I've just been handed this piece, be it like people that walk the dog down here that have spotted me in the past and saved me a few bits. Bit of willow edging, and there's always some willow. So it's washed a few bits in. Let's see if there's anything else on here. I haven't even moved and I spotted this after cleaning the eye. That looks like another bit of willow. Yep, that's another bit of willow. You know, that bit? No. I can see a bit sticking up between rocks there, but it's an out on it. If I can get it. No. Just plain. And I bet this one is the same as well. Yeah, just plain. Oh. Oh man, just found a piece. Oh, that's a nice piece. Bit of green leaf on it. Oh, that's good. She's getting her eye back in now. Well, there's a bit there, white. But just a plain blue. I know it's a nice blue, but when that dries it won't be shiny. So leave that to carry on its journey. There's a bit there. I don't know if it's just the ripples or there might be something on it. just stripes. Well, only a couple of little bits on there. I might go and have a look at the small pile of stones that's exposing at the other side, if this rain keeps off. Oh, alright. Yep, a bit of pipe stem. Oh well, like you say, always walk back along your track. Well, I just flick this piece over, and I think that's either part of Maker's Mark, because that looks like the base of a plate, a bit of a dog on. And Mary just spotted a bit of a handle, which I'll leave, and that's just plain as well. Oh, I put banking a bit of a pot. I thought it might be in the lip of a teapot or something. But I also spotted this, and it's modern, and I've had quite a bit of it. Yeah, that's quite modern. Well, I thought this were two bits of wood. I know that's wood, but that looks like a pole of some sort. It's got markings on it. Oh, it looks like a big selfie stick type of thing. With clamps on there. Yeah. For a big walking stick. Try and get it all in. That's a couple of foot long. Oh well, plastic, and we'll get it out at River. I think it's plastic, might be aluminium yet. That's some sort of, might even be carbon fibre. But we'll get that out at River. Well, it's coming back down again. So, I mean, this will be like 3 videos showing before, when it floods, and as it's going back down again. It's taking over a space of like nearly a week. Shows how quick this river can come up and down. Well, the quackers seem to be hiding to the side of the bridge today. They might spot me when I go over there. More than likely they will do. Well, there looks to be a big chunk of wood there that's wrapped itself around one of the buttresses. There's a fair chunk of it there. With all that lot's underwater I can't get to, but I can get to the bit. Well, I can see a few bits of white there, and there don't look to be any footprints or dog prints, so I don't think anybody's been down. So we'll go and see if I can find out. I'll spot a little bit there. Focus on it. A little bit of white there that's probably plain. Well, there's definitely no stones on shore there, and all under the bridge is flooded, but there's a pile of stones there, so I'll have a quick wander down and just see if there's anything. Well, there's a few bits I can spot. Bit of RP there, late. Nothing on that. Tile. Probably a bit of a cooling pot. What else did I see somewhere? That's just plain. Chunk of tile. And just plain. Well, and plain. Right. Well, I can see this has colour on. What you can see, you can just see blue. Tiny bit piece. Well, this is one bit from over here. And the big bit I spotted from the top, and what's the bedding yet? Plain again. That's got some green on the lip. Oh, green on the outside as well. Oh, it's got a bit of faint blue on it. Just wishy-washy stuff. Right, well I started disturbing that and I can see colour on it, so well, just a few stripes, but there's a pattern there. There's a bit there that I thought was going to be plain, but when I turn it over, the edge of knocker pot beaker. Well, there's a bit there I can spot just under the bridge with a couple of stripes on, but I'm going to leave that one. And let's see what happens when this lot goes back down. Well, we're going to have to wait for water to go down a bit more if we don't have any more rain. Oh, Mary just sat over there waving, waiting. Well, I don't know if it's too dark to film here, but I thought I'd come and have a look at Little Stream. And it's a good job I did. Oh, that looks like a bit of spongeware handle. Little focus. That I can cut down, definitely. Right, what's got other pieces here? Plain. Plain. That's plain there. Oh, well, that's got something on or not. No. Ooh. Oh, a nice bit on there. There's out on that bit. No, that's all spoiled off. Well, I'll have a quick look down there. If there's any more bits. There's a bit of a base of a cooling pot there. But I'll get down there and then I'll have to walk back when water's cleared. A little bit of RP. That's probably what the rest of that is. And probably a bit of a red cup. Oh, slightly a bit I've thrown out. That's got some leaves on. So we'll check that and see if it cleans up. That was a bit of RP I put through. Now something with gold there. Ball in there. I know there's a bit further up that's got some blue on because I spotted that coming down. No. Oh, okay. And this chunk that spotted with blue on. Little focus in this light. I might get something out of that. Nothing. And nothing. Just a plain angle. Well, I think that's it from this little stream. One or two nice bits. Well, we'll let them fizz away, and there's some nice bits there. Do like the dog one and the green leaves, and that spongeware actually has another piece on the top which I never spotted before. And now looks like ivy leaves, and some of the blue ones on there. That might clean up, but it might be a bit too worn, but we'll see. Right, the finds from 3 trips down to the river over the space of, well, 6 days. And the first one we'd gone down and the river were coming up and they were only a little bit on shore. And then the second time we went down, everything was covered. And then 2 days later it was going back down again, and we got a few bits then. But that first trip down, just a few little bits. That I think is a little bit of age. I can just make out some of the flowers, and a bit of blue, some with waves on, and a bit of a design on the other side. I might be able to use that bit. That bit I can probably just cut the leaves out and use that little bit. But that was only the 4 bits that we found that day. And then obviously the second time we went down, everything was flooded. So, good opportunity to feed the ducks. And then we went down 2 days later again, and it was going down. And the bits from this side, oh sorry, off the stones off the far side, just a few little bits. That's a nice little bit there. I thought more might come out on that, but it hasn't. And a bit of mocha edging, and I don't know, that's a little bit of hand painted. It's like a design there embossed into the pot, and some there stripes. And then the other bits from this side. Get them bits up first. That might be a bit of willow. Say with that, and that's definitely willow, and there's always some willow. And that was a piece that somebody gave us. He spotted us down there a few times, and I've talked with him. And he like walks his dog, and we walked his dog that day, and he picked that piece up off the stones before we got there. And another little bit, some blue on. And this, which when cleaning it up, I think the bleach has taken most of the colour out there, which is a shame because I was hoping to use that. I still might be able to get away with that, but it's a bit of an unusual shape on the bottom. Might be able to use that in a filler piece for something. And couple of other pieces. Nice little bit of pipe stem, always nice to find them down there. And a bit of green leaf that Mary found. It's a nice little piece to be able to use that. And that, which I think is the maker's mark, because it looks to be on the bottom. So I'm still trying to find out what that is. I might be able to cut that, just use that little bit. Can make a nice one, or maybe with that as well. but the main bit's from the little stream. With all the heavy rain, it had washed a few bits further down. And a bit with a nice bit of gold on. I thought that was a design at first, but it's not. It's just spalling off. But probably been a teapot. But nice design. And this bit, a lot of stain in there, but I might be able to cut it out. Same with that bit. Maybe use that. It's quite thick, so it's going to take some sanding down. But I have ideas for that yet. And this, it's a pity there's not more of that design. Would have been, it looks like a bit of a flower there. But I might be able to use it by just cutting that bit off and just using it in something like that as a bit of infill on that one. That were a bit that chipped off another one before. Same with that, might just be able to cut that bit out with them ivy leaves on. Pity it's not a slightly bigger piece. Not too badly curved, but time I've cut it down, we'll see. And this bit looks like a bit of sponge wear. I didn't spot that when I actually picked it up. I'm just going off them, but looking at it now, you can just see a crack there, and it goes all the way down there. So thinning that out, it may crack and split, but if it does, again, I can use it, straighten one edge and use it like that. So hopefully it doesn't split. I'll cut that bit off separately. And the other bit that I found down there, a bit long to film on here. This. And I thought it was like a selfie stick, or maybe even part of a tripod or something like that, or a monopod. But it's actually part of a paddle for a canoe or a kayak. And the paddle bit's going either end. It's just so it can break down smaller. And I think it's carbon fibre. So that makes it a very expensive one. I'll stick a picture up of, managed to find that make. So I'll stick a picture up of what it looks like. Well, but just the weir just further upriver at Waterhole, they actually do canoeing and that lot there. So I wonder if somebody's dropped it in the water and it's been swept away. So, but it's not got the end bits. But an unusual find. So I don't know what crafting I'm going to do with some of them or whatever. Now there's this handle, and it has got a crack going through there, so I'm hoping it doesn't split. If it does, I might be able to just use it like that. And I'll cut that little bit off after. So let's see how we go. Well, it didn't split, but it's opened the crack a little bit. But that might clean up, or it might snap when I'm flattening it down. And I've got the other little bit off as well. I do like saving the handle bits like this. Well, these two little bits, I'm going to cut it off there and just that little bit, just to use as info on something else. Well, that's them two little bits, and that's thinned down quite a bit as well. Well, let's see if we can get that bit, and maybe that. It's just on the bend there. Well, that's two little bits out that I might be able to use, and thin down as well. Well, I'm going to chop it off there, but try and get as much as I can to go in there. Like I say, at the top I'll be able to infill it wide. So, let's see how we go on with this one. Well, that one's not so bad. Just a bit of thinning on the back and it should get below. Well, this one, I think I'll cut it on that. So it go either that way or on that side. Well, that doesn't look too bad. There's a little bit on there I might be able to use for something else.
goodbye from Stephen.
And it's goodbye from Mary.
Bye.
Bye.